Hey guys, Leanne here on Grady's Mom with Cooking Series Volume 42. This is a cream of broccoli soup. It's a pretty easy recipe. The reason I like this one is because it calls for very little dairy. So there's only about 1/3 a cup of heavy cream in it. So there's not like cups and cups of milk or half and half. It's actually pretty low in dairy when you consider a whole pot of soup. It does call for an immersion blender to make it chunky or creamy, if you will. I've got this one here that I received from my parents as a Christmas gift about 3 years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need. You're going to need about 3.5 cups of fresh broccoli. I just bought fresh broccoli heads and kind of chopped them all up. I even utilized the stems of the broccoli because it's really nutritious and it's perfect to use in this soup. You're going to need some chicken broth. You can also use vegetable broth. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of flour to thicken it up, some butter to create the roux with the flour. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You can use fresh or like I have here in the jar. 1 medium yellow onion diced up. I use 1 stalk of celery diced up. Again, 1/3 of heavy cream, salt and pepper to taste. And then I like to garnish mine on top with a little bit of cheddar cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and show you guys how easy it is. So I've got my big sauce pot heating up here. I have my 3 tablespoons of butter, which I'm going to put in. I'm going to start out with the 1 onion and the 1 stalk of celery. And I'm just going to let these heat up and the butter to melt. Alright guys, so I have my celery and onion cooking up in the butter. I'm going to let it go for about 5 minutes. I've spinning for about 3. And I'm going to go ahead now and add my garlic. And then just kind of incorporate that. Let this go for a couple more minutes and then we're going to go ahead and add our flour. Alright guys, so the onions are translucent. It's been about 5 minutes and I'm going to go ahead now. By the way, I'm on medium heat. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of just regular old all-purpose flour. Now this is an important step because you have to keep mixing this so the flour does not burn. The flour will help thicken it because it's got the butter in here and it'll be the good thickening agent that you need to make this soup creamy. So I'm just going to keep stirring this for about a minute and then we're going to add our broccoli and our broth. Alright guys, so about a minute went by and I stirred the flour in. I'm going to go ahead now and add my broth. This is a 32-ounce carton or 4 cups. I'm going to get this in, the whole thing. And then I'm going to get my broccoli in and bring it up to a boil. Alright guys, I have my broccoli in. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper and then just a tiny bit of salt because the broth has salt. I'm going to go ahead now, cover this pot, and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we're going to turn it into a creamy soup. Alright guys, so I turned off the heat because we are going to use the immersion blender now. I let this cook down for just under 20 minutes. You want to have your broccoli fully cooked and I'm going to go in now with the immersion blender and just get it to a little bit kind of the consistency that I want it, and everybody's preference is going to be different. Alright guys, so it did take a couple minutes with that immersion blender, but look at how thick and delicious this is. I do like chunks of broccoli, if you can see, like that. If you're somebody who doesn't want chunks, that's fine too, just keep on blending. I'm going to go ahead now and get my 1/3 cup of heavy cream in, which is going to make it the cream of broccoli. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in and give it a stir. And then I'm just going to simmer this for about 5 more minutes and then we are ready to dig in. Alright guys, look how creamy this is and chunky. Look at that. Can't even get too close, it's so hot. But anyways, it is so good. I put some shredded sharp cheddar cheese on top. It just melts right into it. Again, I like mine a little chunky, as you can see, but if you wanted no chunks, you would just keep on using that immersion blender. I'm gonna dig in. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll type everything up down below as well. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.